Really good chip.
Where are you sitting? Which side are you sitting on?
Where are you standing?
You're sitting on this side?
Yeah.
Okay, I need a fork.
I got you.
Alright, that was my side for breakfast. So we're switching sides. That means I have to be on this side. Thank you. This looks good. So it's wild rice, zucchini, onion, bunch of herbs. So like a stir fry.
Yeah, there's
Avocado.
a little avocado, some crushed pecan.
Oh yeah, I saw you put those.
And
And then
we need coconut peanuts. Finishing that.
I think it's in this one.
There's so many refrigerators.
Whoa. This salsa is crazy, dude.
Yeah.
So I put enough lime. It's so spicy. Oh my god, it's so spicy. So it's, I think I put like 5 tomatillos, 2 Fresno chilies, 2 jalapenos that are really big jalapenos. They were like that big. And then 2 serranos, onion, garlic, and yeah, the lime juice and some salt. And oh my god, it's super spicy.
Yeah, it's delicious.
It's like really tangy and really citrusy, really limey. Salsa is different every time because you don't know how hot the peppers are going to be. You know how smoky it's going to be. But oh my god, it's perfect. I'm glad you told me to get the Fresno chilies. I've never had those before.
They're good, right?
They are good. They really kick it up a notch.
Yeah, we use them for.
I normally put a green hatch chili in here, but they didn't have any, so.
Fresno chili, dude. We're in charge of all the
Good.
salsa for the restaurant. That's insane. Very good.
I love it. I'm so addicted to it.
Dude, I love salsa. Fantastic.
So you want to put this on top? The coconut and tomatoes. Oh god. Okay, that's enough. A little bit. These avocados are so pretty. Okay, so my question that I was holding off on asking was, how is yoga different here in Tucson compared to LA, since we both have experienced both? And I feel like there's so many differences.
We've only been to one studio, but comparatively to the studio that I went to, there's much more of a focus on like the energetics behind it. At least in the classes that I've taken, right? Like everything in LA, because of the fitness culture, in my experience, has been kind of like the driving force of like, I need to be in shape, and everybody needs to do handstands, and like everyone's so obsessed with like the physical aspects of it that they're literally kind of losing so much. The behind the scenes, even from just like holding asana, you know?
That's what I've noticed too, is like in LA, it was just like a rat race. Like you had to, it was the hardest classes I've ever taken, just like push your body to its limit and then some. And everyone, of course, was super fit and super like awesome, and we all did it, but it was just high intensity all the time. Even the yin classes, like, were asking a lot out of us for stretching and everything. And I noticed here that they care more about, well, how does your body feel today? Do an energetic body scan and like do what you can, and that's enough. And they really take it easy. Like, the classes are so easy for me compared to LA. Even though they do a flow, but nothing is high intensity. Like, nothing is compared. Like, it's not boot camp. It's just, let's move our body and take care of ourselves, and that's it.
And it's interesting, what ley lines run through Los Angeles? There's a Yang line, right?
Actually, I think LA is a yin line.
Huh.
And then San Diego is like a balance line.
Interesting.
But they make a triangle, so it probably does have a yang, like, intersecting or something.
Well, because it's so action-oriented.
That herb is so good. You put some rosemary in here, it's so delicious.
Mm.
I'll have to double check, don't quote me on it. But
It's just an interesting thought, right?
LA has a lot of lines.
Because everyone's go all the time. And it's just interesting to think of how that energy is a reflection of.
Yeah, we noticed that when we went to Phoenix, like on a yang line where, and also in Texas where I live, like, it's just yang lines everywhere. And it's just, yeah, go, live in the fast lane. This is the first time that I've been on a balance line here on Tucson, and it's amazing.
Interesting.
Dude, this is so zesty, I can't get over it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's also like just a studio to studio basis, right? We just found exactly what we were looking for. Because that's what we were looking for. And I'm not going to say, like, that anyone's doing anything wrong out in Los Angeles. They're trying to meet the needs of the, like, populace in the yoga studio because they have to survive.
Right.
Money, right? It all circles back to, I gotta pay my rent. I gotta make enough money. So people are literally willing to sacrifice the truth of who they are in order to, like, keep a studio running. In fact, I've had conversations with studio owners, and, like, a lot of the teachers too at a handful of different studios that are very militant in how classes are supposed to be run because, you know, they don't want to lose that client base. So there's a lot of just fear-based elements.
Yeah, like some yoga teachers want to incorporate more of what makes, just bring in their creative aspect, right? Like one of them just really loved using the myofascial release and the ball and the wall. And she's like, well, in order for me to have this class, you guys need to put comment cards and, like, tell my boss and everything so we can have this class and make it happen. And then when we did actually make it happen, not many people showed up, so the class just got dropped. So the teachers are really discouraged of incorporating their own practice of what they want to do. And some teachers say yin is just by itself. They changed yin to do yin and yang. They were like, okay, we can't just have a yin class here because apparently it needs to be some type of fast pace for people because not many people showed up to that either. It's really surprising.
It was interesting that we're having this conversation because I saw something earlier when we were posted about how the yoga industry is part of, like, the reptilian agenda. And, like, of course it is. Anything with the name industry attached to it is part of the reptilian agenda, right? Because
Survival system.
it's a survival system. It's like, well, you have to create a business and, like, cross all these, you know, I'll cross all this red tape and there's all these rules and restrictions of what you can and can't do, and you have to be certified and like
A lot of control.
alright, it literally is control, contract, just contractual agreement is what it comes down to. And the sad thing about it is like you can be in this like of participating and have a yoga studio but totally break free from that agenda if you allow yourself to.
Right.
Like let go of the fear element and teach. It's like it's such an old sacred thing that's literally just untarnished, you know, by the way we do things in the West, right? So it's lost a lot of its truth.
Yeah.
And it's not that people still aren't reaping the benefits and whatnot. It's a unwillingness to unconform.
It's also like yoga is union, right, with the body. And I felt so disconnected with my body over there practicing in LA. Compared to here, I feel more in tune with my body because that is the main focus.
It's really interesting, like, think about what Western civilization, like, culture really needs right now, right? Like, it needs more yin. Everybody needs more, like,
Restorative poses,
get out of
stretching,
your, you know, get
somatic.
get out of the masculine side of your brain and into the feminine, the receptive side. Like, that's where everyone's taught to be,
Right.
is in the left hemisphere, like go, like constant. You know, look at the studies on meditation and all that and how it shifts you from the left hemisphere of your brain to the right hemisphere of your brain. Like, of course, they don't want you to do that. Of course, it's part of the reptilian agenda. Like, break it down to the, you know, energetic, scientific perspective of what's going on. Is like, yeah, it's you get into too much of a receptive state, like you're no longer part of the system, right? When you tap into that, the feminine and get out of the masculine.
And you don't even have to consciously tap in, right? Like, you can do the breath work, but also listening to the sound baths, that all that ancient technology, the gongs and the sound, all the sound frequency awakens your dormant codes in the body. It helps resurface memories for it to clear. So when I would hear the gong, a past memory would pop up, and I would wonder, why is this coming up? It's because it has a negative charge attached to it, and what listening to the gong did was neutralize the charge, so that the memory is still a memory, but it's no longer traumatic. And so a lot of people that were with me, we would all talk about our experience of after listening to the gong and what happened. Some people got past lifetimes that they had visions of. They're like, what am I seeing? What's going on? So a lot of it, when you listen to the sound, it breaks up some parts of the body and the mind to release and open up all the chakras and balance everything out.
Balance. Balance is the name of the game. It's funny, it's like one of those concepts you can't really, like, teach. It's like only you know how to balance yourself, right?
Yeah.
It's like the experience that you had yesterday. I was like, hey, like, how do you bring yourself back to inner peace?
Right.
So, like, for me, you know, I'll go and like sweat or like work out, like listen to music or like write. Like that's what gets that all that stagnant stuff out of me and neutralizes that charge, right? Because it's like it no longer holds any power, positive or negative. It's just something I can access when I need it. You know?
Right. And I think that's just it, is that yes, you're balancing the divine feminine and masculine with action and resting and doing and receiving, but how you balance that is just through expressing the energy through your body, like letting it come through you and not keeping the energy stuck inside of you. So it's just self-expression, right? Like people dancing, people writing, people creating, just doing something through you to get it out.
Well, that's why I love a stronger yoga, is because it is very physically based, but I always treat it like a dance within the flow of everything, right? Like even through vinyasa, like yeah, I love to strengthen my vessel and do all those things important to me.
Yeah, just
But
doing the vinyasa flow, like it is a dance.
But on the other side of it, like as you're moving through the different elements of the flow, like, you know, express yourself, like try new things, don't be afraid to fall down. Really, you're going through like a day or a representation of like life, and then you die in Shavasana or like corpse pose at the end. It's the whole bit with like sun salutations, and then you die in Shavasana.
Yeah.
It's cyclic, right?
And that's also another thing that I noticed is that in LA, they didn't want you to move on until you graduated from doing the step. So there's like a full expression of the pose. So we do tree pose, right? You start at the shin, and then you work your way up to the thigh, and then you twist it and hold it up to the hip, and then you go down into the toe, like the toe stand. But they wouldn't allow you to get to the full expression of the pose, toe stand, or even like pulling your foot out in front of you and holding your toe, right? Unless you pass that all those points.
Mm-hmm.
But here, they're like, why don't you just play and try it, right? And see how far you can go. And if you fall, you fall. It doesn't matter as long as like you got that far. So there's just a lot more leeway and a lot more like it's a non-judgment zone space where you can just try something new and see if you can do it instead of being so afraid to even try in front of a whole class of people, you know?
And that, like, phrase in and of itself is like the root of so many people holding themselves back, is they're just afraid to try something different, something new. Try a new way of being.
But they have the willingness. They want to do it, and by seeing other people do it is kind of pushing them and inspiring them to do it, giving them a little push to do it, to know that it's okay to, fail if you want to use it that way. But just to get outside of yourself, get out of your comfort zone, get out of your shell, break through yourself.
This is where the, like, know thyself portion of it all comes in, right? And, like, it's very easy to see someone, like, do a handstand and they're, like, puja and they're, like, whatever, and be like, oh, wow, like, they're really good at yoga. Like, are they? Like, they might just be very good at the physical aspect of it, but you don't necessarily know what the psychology is behind or how they treat others when they leave the studio. Like, all you're getting is a glimpse, but people see that and they think that's the goal. And it's like, nah, the goal is to show up and just, like, show up for yourself. Like, try. Fall on your face. That's literally, like, what happens when you're learning to walk when you're a kid. You ate shit so many times. Nobody just started walking right away. Even those that, like, develop really quickly, they still fall down. You know, and in terms of our cosmic development as human beings, like, we're still infants. Like, we know nothing. And that's why the, like, polarity of all the stuff I see online, everyone, like, I know the way. Like, you know your way.
Right. That's their truth.
Your truth. Right?
From their own story.
I know my way.
Yeah.
You know your way. But the soul walks one all paths, right? Like, we're gonna intersect, we're gonna bump into each other, we're gonna say what's up, right? Like,
yeah, we can all relate because we're all connected. We all have something in common, and that's something that I did with, like, my podcast. Like, as soon as I didn't ask for interviews, I didn't ask anything. Like, I was just like, okay, we're gonna record immediately, and they're like, well, how are we gonna have a conversation? We don't know anything about each other. And I'm like, don't worry. Like, we're gonna have something in common. I'm gonna share mine, you're gonna share your story, we're gonna bounce off of each other. And every single person, we had so many similar stories, and it was just so natural and so easy. That's with everyone.
But see that when I know the two of them is but like I don't know anything about it. It's like we already do. Right? Like again, it's like I said earlier, like people don't understand like the energetics of like just holding, like warrior 1 or warrior 2. Right? Like what is that doing for your body? Like how is that affecting your energetic field? Like what's it stimulating? We don't think like that.
No.
Like I've literally seen and heard people say like, oh, like these different like yoga shapes are invoking demonic forces. It's
What?
Like, all right, like you don't understand anything about anything. Like if that's what you want to be true in your reality, that's fine. Do your thing, right? I'm gonna just continue to live my life.
It's just a limiting belief, right?
It's like we need, or we don't need, we feel because of the way we've been existed for so long that we need to know everything, that we need to understand before we can like do something. It's like I've always been an experiential learner. Kind of like I need to kind of go through that in order to like know if it's for me or not. So like I'll go try something and be like, nah, or like oh heck yeah, like I really enjoyed that. That's why I've tried a zillion different things, worked in so many different places and all this different stuff. It was just like I won't know until I have an experience, right? Yeah. Like some of it is an external experience, but the experience is still happening internally, right? Like I have to, like walk on the coals to understand that they're hot.
And that's
like I know
wisdom.
that they're hot, but I'm like, what does it mean to be hot? Like what? Like curiosity. Like I want to know, so I'll go walk on coals and be like, okay, like. Like that's what hot is. All right.
Yeah. I used to do that like as a kid. Like I would want to know how hot the flame is and just I'd burn myself, right? My mom would be like, don't touch the flame, it's hot.
Yeah, don't touch the stove. Don't touch the stove. Why? It's hot. Oh, okay. Like
yeah.
That hurt.
Yeah. And that's why it's so important. Like, instead of, yes, you can learn everything by reading everything and absorbing it, but the wisdom is through embodiment. Like, that's what you said yesterday. Like, that is just so good. I love that.
That's the joke we played on ourselves, right? Like, we came here to have an experience in a physical body.
Yes.
So you have to, like, go and do it in the physical, right? Like, yeah, we have the capacity and capability to be in the ether and do all that. That's part of the human experience.
Yeah.
So many people want to jump ahead and just be back to like the ether. It's like,
that's the thing I had to remind myself.
Yeah, you kind of showed up here to do things in the physical, so.
Yeah, have a 3D like human experience. That's what I had to remind myself all the time when I was in the ethers for too long. I'm like, wait a second. I came down here for a reason, and I need to live. I need to do these things.
In the sense of like, you're cheating yourself of that etherical experience because it's not separate from the physical experience.
No, it's combining the two,
That's
and it makes it even better.
That's literally like
The bridge.
how you build the Garden of Eden. Like that's how you bring heaven onto earth. Is take that etherical experience that like you wish to have, and like live it out in the physical.
Yeah. And that's by connecting with the physical as much as you can. If you've had the ether experience, and then vice versa, if you've had too much of a, and this makes me think about people picking sides. You know, like some people will pick a side of the shaman type of earth work in the ancient teachings, and then some people pick a side where it's like the galactic and all that experience. But you need to have both. You need to experience both. They're not separate. They are one. Like, it is all one. Like, you need to have both experiences. You can't just, like you said, deprive yourself of one or the other.
It's all happening simultaneously.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Like, that's the very, like, challenging thing to grasp is, like, everything that's already happening, everything that we're experiencing, everything that's going on right now, like, has already happened.
Yeah.
In the ethers, right? In the higher realms.
Mm-hmm.
It's just now manifesting itself here on Earth. And it's like,
yeah.
The idea of timelines, the idea of all this, it's like every decision you make, like, reroutes the potential timeline because we exist in, like, the infinite.
Yeah.
Right? So, you're just deciding what experiential timeline that you're having based on every decision, every thought, every action that you make, like, in the present moment.
Mm-hmm.
And much like we had our little chat about alignment, right? And how when you're living on your highest timeline, like, when you deviate from that, like, it feels awful. Like, it feels like you're gonna die. Which is such a wild experience, but I know what that's like.
Yeah.
Like, oh, like, why do I feel terrible? Why do you feel so hard? And like, oh, right, because you're just not, like, you know, you just deviated off the path for a while. You know, you're walking through the woods. You're like, wait, what happened to the road? Why are there thorns everywhere?
Yeah.
I'm all cut up. Oh, yeah, right. I wandered off the path. I got shiny object syndrome again. And like, what's going on over here? Like, so you need to. Ow, okay. Like, geez, you know. The road less traveled thing comes to mind, but the road less traveled for you is the well-paved path, which is, it's so paradoxical, right? Right? It's like, if you walk the path that you can't see, it unfolds up before your eyes, but it is the road less traveled. But it's also the smoothest path. Even when it's like too hot outside, or you feel like you're walking through like a very narrow pathway with a bunch of like thorns and rose bushes on the outside, you might have to like scoot through it, but you're gonna come out unscathed and unscratched because it's just wide enough for you to fit through. You just have to like be willing to shimmy your way through it.
Yeah, and this goes back to what we were told the other day, is that we've been on the path the whole entire time, like we've been going the right way. And how do you know that you're going the right way? The path disappears before you. Like, you don't, you're going blind. A lot of the spiritual journey is like completely blind until you become the seer, but even then, you're still left in the dark for a lot of things.
Yeah, you get pieces out there, right? Like, you have the capacity to
Just have to figure it
see
out.
potential outcomes and timelines, right? Based on the probability of that one occurring, based on, you know, the actions of whatever it is you're looking at. But it's still not always set in stone, right?
Nothing is.
Nothing's set in stone. Everybody has free will.
Mm-hmm.
You're more than welcome to deviate from the path that you laid for yourself
Yep.
before you came here. And
Maybe even here right now, like being on here too.
oh yeah, and it's so easy. I mean, you see it with everyone who lives in like so much pain. And like that's everybody who's deviated so far from their path.
Yeah.
And that's why the soul like hurts so much.
Yeah.
You know, not even talking about like systems of control and all that, just the honesty of the self. And, you know,
Yeah.
not living a life life you want to live.
Yeah.
And that simple. And
Yeah.
it hurts. It hurts because you deny yourself. It hurts because you're living in your truth. And something I'd like to say is like the truth has become a very like relative thing, right? Like obviously you create your own reality, so it is you living your truth.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get the hard truth, it's like God just handed you an onion. He's like, hey, eat this. And like, well, you know. But then some people like to like, you know, if people don't like it raw, right? Nobody's gonna just like bite into a red onion. It's spicy, it's hot. Like you making fun of me, like you really love red onion. Like, yeah, like it was like a piece of garlic I ate this morning. I was just like, oh god, like, that was intense, raw garlic to the noggin. Like, but it woke me up. I was like, whoa, like that was, you know. So it's like people don't want to eat that onion because they don't like the taste. They don't like the truth that they were just handed, right? Like, dude, this is an onion. This is the experience of a raw onion. This is the raw truth that you've just been handed.
Right.
So let's be like, like, what can I do with this onion to improve it?
Right.
And that's how we look at ourselves. Just like, oh, like, I need to improve me because I'm broken. Like, there's something wrong with me.
Right.
It's like, nah, if you would just eat the raw onion and just, like, accept it for what it is, like, then all of a sudden, like, the next time God hands you the truth, it's going to be like, oh, here's a banana.
Yeah.
Instead of a raw onion, because you got past, like, the harsh truth of whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, this is much sweeter. Like, this is much more preferred. This is much more delicious. This is this is better. And then next time it's like a fucking ice cream sundae. And then like so on and so forth, right? As you continue to just taste like the raw truths, they get easier and easier and easier to palate.
Definitely.
And it's like the much more preferred experience to you, even if it's something hard.
Yeah, and I think that's like what I practiced so much is that I wanted my soul to be in alignment with truth and love, wisdom and compassion. Like that is the true core essence of the self. And like you said, just accepting like everything for what it is. Simply that, not trying to alter it or fix it in any way, accepting yourself and everything else for exactly as it is, which is neutrality. And getting like the reward of loving the truth, enjoying the truth, embracing the truth for your growth, for expansion, for sustaining, that's how you get all that energy, is by just facing every single truth and saying, okay, it's more than acknowledgement, you have to process it and everything. But you're right, it gets a lot easier and it tastes a lot better because it's undeniable. You're able to shatter illusions, you're able to see lies, you're able to see manipulation, you're able to see all the just
False truths.
Yeah, false truths. I'm thinking like
Or rather, truths that are false for you.
Right, which is what I was trying to say is like what's not coherent with you. Because it has to feel right. Things that don't feel right is like interference and noise and like disassociating and just like distortion is the word I was looking for. You'll be able to feel that you get to a point where you can, like, truth is coherent for you and lie is distortion. And once you feel that distortion, it's just so painful to experience.
It's like if you have a musical ear.
So yeah.
And then you can hear when like your guitar or like your piano is out of tune, right? You hit the like C sharp, and it's like it doesn't give you that like sing-songy like ring in your ear. You're like, it's perfect.
Yeah, perfect. You know? Yeah, exactly. Music to your ears. That's exactly it.
But that's the funny thing is like it might not necessarily be through words. Words can be music to your ears. Like you can hear truth and like you know it.
Right.
But also, it's like we talked about the body always knows.
The body knows before the mind. Yeah, the mind catches up. The body knows first.
And what is sound? Well, it's all just vibration.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like the body picks up those vibrations and either like accepts it and is like, yes, like that is coherent with me,
Right.
or rejects it because it's like that's not it.
Right.
This isn't a match. Like our tuning forks are aligned.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, and that's something like I teach people that ask me, I'm like, what does that person feel like to you? Like when you interact with that person, like do you feel like does your body react? Like some people have very visceral reactions where like they go throw up or their tummy hurts. They get like sick after hanging out with people. I'm like, never see them again. Don't hang out with them anymore. Like your body's supposed to feel good when you're hanging out with a person or doing an activity, and just be mindful. How does my body feel in doing this activity and all, like everything, just to make your day streamline and stay in alignment every single day, just by asking, body, how do you feel with this, and I'm like, ooh, I love this is good, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was the first question that we asked when we ate. We're like, how does this taste? My body's like, yes.
And that's it. It's like that's hilarious to like. It's how I recreate things while I was bartending. Right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the math and everything, but my body would basically be like yes or no to an ingredient. That would make me like feel good when I grab the bottle and put something in. If I like touch the bottle, I'd be like no. And then just be like that. And then I would just know how much of it
That's
that I needed.
amazing.
But again, that was something I didn't even realize until like right now.
Right.
When I was just kind of like just seeing myself working, I was like, huh, like I was behind the bar, like I was always just touching bottles, and I would just be like, or I would get like clairaudience and you would hear like whatever ingredient, right, which might be like behind me, but like just by touching things, like your body will know if it's like
good for
or
you
not
or
for
not.
you. Like my chiropractor taught me like muscle testing.
Yeah, it was
I
so
showed
cool
you,
when you
right?
did that with me. That was so cool.
Yeah, so it's basically like if something's good for you or not, like, you know,
Try it, so.
You know, like, are these like coconut aminos like good for me? Like, but no, they're not like the best thing for me, right? They're not necessarily in alignment with everything, but I still feel a little bit on my food for taste, right? But just these alone, I wasn't specific, right? I just said just the coconut amino, right? So yeah, no, I'm not gonna like chug this bottle, like that's not gonna be it. Let's try this. Are these in alignment with with food, right?
Yeah.
See?
That's crazy.
So
that's good.
Getting specific with the field is so important. Like because most people like, I want a new pony. Okay. Pony could be many different things. That word is used for many adjective, nouns in the English language, right? Like pony up, like all these kinds of things.
Right.
So if you're not like, I want a new like pet pony, communicating exactly what it is that you want.
And see, I think of it differently. So they say that you have to be so specific with your words and everything, which yes, like speak is what you create. But how I do it is match the energetic feeling in my heart to my desire. And that is just feeling my way into like what I want.
Right, so the two are linked.
Yeah,
right?
You have to
like
do both.
That's the other piece is you feel what it is like to have that and then surrender that feeling to the field because that puts it out there.
Yeah.
But the speaking into existence, like that's where you need to be more specific because abracadabra, I speak, therefore I create.
Yeah.
And like we've been talking about like a lot of the things that we've been saying.
Oh yeah.
In our own lives are happening like
it appears instantly. Exactly what we asked. You have to be careful what you say.
Exactly.
Be really careful with your words.
What was it? It was Bruce Lee said you're either casting white magic or black magic depending on how you speak upon yourself.
Yeah.
Right? So anytime you're like, oh, like I'm ugly, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that. Like, you're literally casting black magic on yourself.
Yeah.
Or speaking poorly about yourself.
Right.
Right? So that's the whole thing with like affirmations. But the problem that people run into with affirmations is yes, it's going to help rewire your nervous system and your brain around like the way that you actually feel about yourself. But people won't allow themselves to just like drop their like guard for a minute and like just allow themselves to feel good about themselves.
Right.
Even if it's just for like how would it feel to feel really good about myself?
Right.
And just like doing that every day, but combined with an affirmation.
Yeah,
Right.
and saying the affirmation yourself, but not hearing someone else do it, but record yourself saying it, because whenever you speak it, whenever you chant it, whenever you sing, it amplifies the effect by 100 times. It has to come from you.
Mm-hmm. And the funny thing is what we don't really think about it, right, is that the very first time you do that, right, you have now created a new reality
Yeah.
in your universe
Yeah.
that you do feel better about yourself in whatever way,
Right.
And the next time you do it, you shift into another reality, and the next
Right.
time you do it, you shift until you're in a reality where like those bad feelings about yourself don't even exist anymore.
Right. And it's so true. Like, I did this in the mirror. You know, I know so many women that, and me included, I would go in the mirror and like just criticize myself, criticize my body, criticize what I look like. And one day I was like, I'm never going to do this again. Every time I pass by the mirror, I'm going to see divinity. I'm going to see beauty. I'm going to see radiance every single time. And then that's what happened, where it became, and I never said any negative words about myself, never did any of that criticism. And also thanking my body for everything that it does too. When I exercise and finish my yoga class, I'm like, oh, thank you, body, for doing this for me. Like, thank you. And just having that gratitude for yourself and every cell that is functioning for me to do the most that I possibly can do in my vessel, because I work so hard. I do so many things. And not only but does my body meet me there and my mind, but it always overachieves. It always excels. It always goes even further than I thought it would, and it surprises me every time.
But we're not perfect. Nobody's
No.
perfect. Like we come into these like human things of like I catch myself, you know, that negative thing will like slip its way into my head.
Yeah.
And it's taken me when I started when I was like 19, so it's like about pattern recognition and stuff, so it's been like 14 years that I've been practicing this.
What? Oh my god.
Yeah. Because of what I learned in like therapy, like way back when I went.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I've only practiced for a year and a few months of
Well, it's
this.
like I now immediately recognize when something is like trying to like loop itself in my thoughts. It's like, no, like you're not, like get out of here. Like just breaking
like
that.
the thought isn't mine.
Yeah, it's like the thought's not mine. It's just, you know, it's the point. But there are the times where people like miss themselves. Like for example, when we went to yoga yesterday and you couldn't change any of your clothes,
Right.
right? Like you had a moment
Yeah.
where you're like, oh, like I need to be in my yoga outfit. Like this is so silly.
Yeah.
Like all the things, like
Yeah.
babe, like it's yoga. Like I've done yoga in jeans before. Like just showed up.
I never have, and yeah, I had to get over that really quickly, because I was like, man, I don't want to miss the benefits of the yoga. Yeah, I'm gonna look ridiculous not in my yoga outfit.
But ridiculous to who? Who you look ridiculous to? Like that's what I'm getting
Everybody
at.
was
Like,
everybody.
who cares? but you see what I'm saying? Is
But
like,
I did it anyway.
Well, I'm glad. Like I'm proud of you for doing it. But like the point for whoever sees whatever clip of this piece, right?
Yeah.
Is the point of that is like literally become as you are.
Yeah.
Like that's just some story you told yourself about. I need to be dressed like a fucking Lululemon model to go to yoga class, right?
Right.
You don't. Like you literally don't. You can just show up. That's the cool thing of that. Like about yoga is like you can just walk in off the street.
Yeah.
Like I really need to take like a yin class. Or I really need a flow class. Like
Yeah.
all I have is my sweatpants, or all I have is like I'm in jeans right now. But like I need this to for whatever. Right?
Yeah.
Like everybody shows up for their own reason.
And that's what I heard as soon as I got all my props and sat down. The first thing I heard in my mind is "Come as you are." Like that is enough, and that was a lesson that they were teaching me, and so it's just beautiful for it to come through exactly as that. So
Yeah, trust me, mine was always the, like, I just wanted to go to dinner in sweatpants. Like, I was like, I hate,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't mind, like, wearing nice clothes, but it just never felt like me to, like, put on a suit or, like, wearing a tie and stuff. Like, not for me, right? Been there, tried it, not about it. I just like to be comfortable. And I'd show up to like nice places like this or in like sweatpants and just be hanging out, and like I used to get all kinds of looks. Like my general manager of the places I worked used to give me like the dirtiest looks. I'd just be like sitting in this nice restaurant like in a tank top and sweatpants like after I get off. The funny thing is it never mattered.
No.
Right? Like it never actually mattered. It was just stupid like man-made rules of like no shirt, no shoes, no service. Like go to some of the beach cities where I used to live in California. I could walk in the bars barefoot, like shirt off. Like no one really cared because it's part of the culture. Like everyone's just like, nah, dude, we're beach bums. Like, do you want a beer? Like, yeah. Love to like have a beer and just hang out with everybody and just watch the sunset. Like it's fun.
It is fun.
And that's what it goes back to. Is like, you know, it's like you said, like you like to like dress up and like look nice. Like I like to dress up and like wear bright colors and I like jewelry and all that kind of stuff, right? It's all fun and games until somebody loses an eye, right? And something that I just talked about in little video that I did. This life's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be full of like joy, and joy is your abundance, right? Like that is what is going to magnetize everything else to you. Right? Like we didn't meet each other until we had hit a certain like threshold of putting down like all the old like stories that were no longer for us. Right? Like
cutting all the karmic loops and all the ties
and then it's only gotten more joyous. It's only gotten better and better while to the onlooker, right, in our life. Like, well, what do you guys do? Like, we just live, right? Like, we exist. Joy is our currency. Joy is our frequency. Like, that's where, and love, joy and love. And authenticity, like that's where I want to be. You know, I don't want.
Those are the highest vibrations.
Yeah, it's not even about that. Like, to me, it's not about getting to the highest vibration, right? Like, yeah, it's life's a game, and we're all playing it. We're all trying to like up level, but the whole point of like playing an RPG and like developing your character is like going around the world and doing all the quests and you know like. Having all the experiences that you need to have in order to like get to the end game. Right?
But the destination is now. Like the end game is living in the eternal now. Like people are like, oh, you know, the journey up to the destination of where they have everything that they desire. But it's not that.
I think it was Alan Watts that said everyone's so focused on like the outcome and the end game that if musical composers were to like make music like that, there would literally be like just the beginning and the end, and then that would be the piece. It'd be like bang bang over. There would be no concerts. There would be no music because music's about the journey, like the journey through the sound. You know, it was like that event that we went to. In Redondo, the Merhadar, like the piano bit. And like
that was so cool.
That was so cool because it was a journey, but it was different for everybody. To just be able to like walk around, to be lost in like such beautiful sound, but have your own experience that's so unique to you, while everyone else is doing that as well. And that's fucking life. Like that's literally, that's just a reflection of how life is supposed to be. Right? It's your own unique experience of a piece of consciousness.
Yeah,
and that's it.
And I saw people, waiting in line to get a cup of hot chocolate because it was so cold. But I mean, I saw people just laying down and listening, and then you and I walked on the beach and looked at the sunset and got our toes in the water, and then we danced and let everyone watch us dance,
It was fun.
I bawled my eyes out. I cried so much because it was so romantic.
It was literally like our own private concert, like by the beach, where we were able to just exist in our own universe.
Right.
While everyone else was coexisting around us, but it was like that was just, it was like, that's exactly, again, it's exactly what life is supposed to be like for everybody.
Yeah.
And that is literally the only advice that I can like truly offer anyone. Is like, well, how's like the best way to live my life? It's like, I don't know. Like,
only you know.
Only you know that, right?
Yeah.
And you're so concerned of how you're gonna figure that out that you're missing like the experience. You're missing the music that's playing around you right now.
Right.
Like even this conversation that we might be having about you getting there.
Right.
Like it's still a beautiful thing, because you're looking for that which is already seeking you.
Right.
You just gotta.
It's seeking you too.
Stop looking so hard. It's
right
like we always say. It's like, where's the salt?
Right in front of you.
It's right under your nose.
Yeah.
You just can't see under your nose.
Yeah.
Most people can't see what's underneath their nose, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes you gotta just step back so you can see that which is right in front of you.
The bird's eye view, the higher awareness, the seeing the big picture, small little point in time.
But you know what's crazy? Birds that take the bird's eye view, like your birds of prey, you know what they're really good at? They see the little things. They see all the small stuff. Like they find.
That's how they catch a fish.
They catch a fish, a mouse that's this big, in the fucking thickets of like grass, like that's this tall.
Yeah, the details.
Like they see the little details of everything.
Right.
But while having a bird's eye view, like they miss nothing. That's how keen their eyesight is.
Right.
Right. So it truly is the little things.
It's always the little things.
We take for granted, trying to look ahead, on a flight path instead of looking down and noticing like how the grass is moving, like what's out of order, and like that's how a bird sees its prey, right? Is it notices the subtle shifts in the leaves, in the grass, the changes on the ground. Yeah. Some of them see differently. Some of them have like more of a thermal vision, right? Some just have incredibly keen eyesight where they can see like like a fucking fleck of dust from like 1,000 yards in the air or something crazy like that, right? Like,
yeah.
But again, all the birds of prey see differently.
And every person sees differently based on their awareness.
Exactly.
Because the universe is speaking to you, the earth is speaking to you at all times. And I remember my first moment when I woke up. Everything was the outside world was just so beautiful in 4K, vivid color, the birds, I didn't even notice things before. Just like we were talking about earlier, we didn't even notice some parts in the movie that we were watching until now. There's so many things that we're missing. There's so many things that we weren't, just all the details that we weren't observing at that time that we are now. We're just seeing everything with fresh eyes.
Well, this is when you really start to notice synchronicities in your life that have been
there
the entire time. For me, it was number patterns, right?
Yeah.
I had no idea. I was walking around in the matrix of numbers, absolute everywhere.
Right.
I didn't know until I got to a certain point where I had put enough of cancel out enough of the outer noise and inner noise.
Yeah.
Honestly, mostly inner noise that allowed me to start to notice what was transpiring in my reality that was out of the ordinary.
Right.
Right, out of no one else is noticing this.
Right.
But me.
Right. Starting to pay attention to your surroundings all the time.
Yeah. And
there's clues everywhere that you have to decode like a detective. what does this mean? You know, there's no coincidence. Everything has a meaning.
You've Hansel and Gretel yourself back home. You've left yourself breadcrumbs of how to get there.
Yeah.
You just forgot that when you came here, and that's why you did it. Because you left yourself a way out, right? And that's the paradoxically funny thing to me is you left yourself a lifeline. You've always had a lifeline out. So like the Matrix or whatever, back home, back to like the real version of you. You know, the life raft's already in the water. You just are looking the wrong direction.
You're looking externally, and you have to look internally.
You forgot you could swim.
Yeah. And only you can save yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you are the one you've been waiting for.
You don't even need saving. That's the hilarious thing. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
like nobody actually needs saved.
No.
Nobody needs saved. You just need to put it down. Put everything down. It's like carrying a bag of rocks around. Like, why do you carry a bag of rocks on your back all the time? Where do you even get these things? You know, like, oh, well, this one was from my cousin when we were like 10 years old and we got into a fight. This one is from my mom. She used to yell at me when I was a kid when I like misbehaved. Oh, this is a big one. Like, this one is from the family, you know, lineage.
Right.
Of, you know, like spousal abuse. Like, that kind of sense. Like,
so many things.
okay, like, yeah, you might be carrying around some other people's rocks, but again,
they're not yours to carry.
Exactly. When you start to put things down,
They don't belong to you.
you start to put things down, you figure out what belongs to you, what doesn't belong to you. It's not easy.
Right.
You know, like we almost feel like it's our responsibility to carry those things.
Right.
Because of the way that it feels, but it's just again,
or
it's just
anything, like for any burdens. We're not supposed to carry any burdens at all.
Nah.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be burden free.
Free.
Like we were talking about, like it's supposed to be a joyous life, and it's all fun and games until somebody loses an eye. Right. So we look back into we talk about like the bird's eye view, like the bird sight, right? It's just being able to see with like the true eye, like the spiritual eye.
Right.
Right? About the true nature of things, the true nature of reality. And when you lose your eye, that's when it becomes less fun.
Right.
I think it's literally like the whole Odin thing. Like he gave up his eye in order to see, right? Like he sacrificed his like physical eye, like pulled it out of his own and like offered it.
Right.
So he could have the knowledge. Like he sacrificed like what we would consider like an important thing. It was like, oh, like you need your eyes, so he could have
the spiritual sight.
The spiritual sight, or literally represented through him wearing the patch, is like only having one eye, right?
Right.
So
because he was seeking not all the wisdom and knowledge
and truth. Like he was a seeker. Like he wanted to know the truth, and he was so hungry for
insatiable
the truth. Like was willing to
abandon everything
and to find that, and like it wasn't even a question of like, you know, I can show you the real way of things, but you know, I need to sacrifice something, and that's just how it is, right? Like there is always an energetic balance that needs to be met. And it's not even necessarily sacrifice, because when you think about it, when you give up that, when you give up that is not actually like meant for you, that, or it's just like weight that you're carrying for
that doesn't identify with you.
It's like, yeah, you're sacrificing that, but also what you get on the other side of like letting that go.
Right, it's fulfillment.
Yeah, it's fulfillment. I just like to say freedom.
Yeah.
Right, because you know, you set down the bag you've been carrying your entire life on your back. You're like, oh my god, dude! It's like my buddy and I had this conversation about Atlas one time. I'm just like, man, like, been tried so hard my whole life to just like hold it down for everybody and like be there. And just like, and he was like, dude, I felt like I've been Atlas my whole life, like just trying to carry the world on my back, and like I pulled a hammy. I'm like, no, like guys, I gotta put this down. Like I need to put this down for a while because it's killing me.
And also, like, people are experiencing that in the body, like chronic pain, and disease and everything. And when they finally have a moment where they don't feel any pain at all, they don't even know how to act. They're like, wait, this is how I'm normally supposed to feel? I've been living so long with pain that that's all I've gotten used to. And they just get so dissociated, like so disillusioned when they're like, wait, this is how it's supposed to be. So they've normalized the...
living in pain.
Yeah.
I've been through that, and there are still things, like I said, I'm not perfect, I'm still putting things down and relearning
every day,
the
all the
truth of
time.
myself. Like, it never stops,
Yeah.
right? It never ends, but that's the beauty of it. It's just like,
Yeah.
You just keep going, keep living, keep having fun. Yeah, stuff comes up.
Just keep going.
And it was like, our day yesterday, we had some heavy stuff come up.
Yeah.
But it literally was like an hour out of our day.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh,
Okay.
alright, like, cool, like,
Now
that
what?
was a fun experience, and now what are we gonna go do? Like, and, like, that's just it. It's like,
Yeah.
it's, people call it doing the work, and I'm just like, I just call it, like,
Living.
living. Like,
Yeah.
it
It's
comes
part of
up,
life.
you move through it, you learn from it, and, be grateful for the experience, thank it,
And that's
whatever, and then that's it. You can put it down, and, like, but then it's there, like, it's there if I want to access it, right? Like, the energy of it's still...
And also
it just-
integrate too.
Yeah, it just... Well, that's the whole thing with neutralizing the charge, right? Of, like,
Yeah.
you integrate it.
Yeah.
It no longer, like, makes you teeter in one way or the other,
Right.
right? But, like, it'll no longer pull you out of, like, your baseline state
Right.
of like, love and joy. And
Right.
that's, like... No, I can go and talk about this really hard memory,
Yeah.
but the reason I'm going to do that is just so others can have a peace and an understanding of, like, hey, this is something that I went through.
Right.
And it's not even a comparison, it's just like, hey, it's just a reminder that, like, things can be hard. Like, it's not duality. Everyone's talking about duality, and it's not, it's non-duality, right? It's not separate from, like, joy and, like,
Right.
they're on the same spectrum, they're just poles.
Right.
Again, this gets into, like, hermetic law and all that, right? But they're not separate.
Yeah.
One, like, think of it as, like, one's like a slower, lower moving
Yeah.
vibration, the other one's much, like,
Right.
faster.
Right.
It's the opposite pole. That's just what it is, and, like, you need to have contrast in life in order to understand. So, like, what is that card from the prophet deck? It's like, your joy is just your sorrows unmasked. That's just it. But then if you look at your sorrows, it's like your joy masked, right?
Right.
So anytime you, like, work through, like, a sorrow or something hard, like, it always leads you to more joy,
So true.
right? Like,
Yeah, I'm
Right.
able to experience way more joy after I,
and then
worked on it.
when I think back on, like, your greatest, like, sorrows, right? Well, that was just, like, your joy wearing a mask, right? Of hate, maybe, right?
Yeah.
That's why they're not separate from each other, because your joy is just masquerading as hate, we'll say,
Right.
based on something that you're carrying around.
Right.
But then you take off that mask, and all of a sudden it's like,
Which is
oh,
the truth.
yeah, exactly. You take off the mask, and all of a sudden you find your joy again.
Right. It's beautiful.
Well, it's came into my mind, but that the word person, like, it actually stems from, like, persona, which means mask, right? And, like, I believe it's in
Ooh.
Greek or whatever.
Yeah, it could be Latin.
So there's this whole thing about, when you look at, like, law and, like, Black's Dictionary and stuff, like, the words that you're using, but they're all based on, like, cosmic principles, right? Just in man-made form. So it's like, we all identify as persons here
Yeah.
in the United States and the West, right?
Yeah.
So we're all identifying as, like, a fake version of ourselves on paper. That's what we do when you say, like, when you like check these boxes and stuff.
Whoa.
You're like, oh, are you a person, a citizen, or a person? Like,
Interesting.
yes, I am. So again, like the bird's eye view, go back to that of like being able to see the little details and like these important things that there's so much more at play all the time on so many different levels that we're not even consciously like aware of.
Right.
Right, and we're all role playing here.
Right.
Right, but think about the roles that we play in society. Like, I played the role of a bartender, like a volleyball player, a beach volleyball player for a long time. And I learned a lot and I touched a lot of people's lives, but those are masks that I was wearing.
Right.
Right, to like fit in and
Right.
like, you know, be one of the other persons
Right.
walking around. Because we all have that need to like,
Be
you know,
something.
be loved and like want to like, you know, and more of it is just to like, want to be loved and accepted.
That's what everyone wants. That's what every single person wants. Is just to be loved and accepted. That's it.
So we're all just walking around in a masquerade ball in our daily lives.
Yep.
Which is like both fun, but also like it's not fun because so many people aren't having a good time.
Yeah.
You know, like there are people that love their job. Like I know people that are so happy and ecstatic to be behind the bar and they love every second of it because like it's what they're passionate about. And I was passionate about it. You know, I did have that, and then it was time to put on a different mask.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and it's what I've eventually learned, right, is that there's so many different masks that we can put on based on like what's the present moment.
Right.
Right? Like, so for some people it's like the mask of the father when they're at home with their kids, and then it's the mask as like they're the boss when they're at work, and then it's the mask.
Yeah.
But like that's supposed to be part of the fun, right? Like you came here to experience and have a good time. So like what do we do when we're little kids? Like we pretend all the time. We pretend we're a superhero. We pretend we're, you know, like a knight back in ancient Camelot or whatever.
Right.
We role play. We have a good time, but it's using your imagination. It's allowing yourself to be whatever you want to be. It's just we take that in a different direction as we get older.
Right.
It's like it's not what you want to be, or it's what you think you should be, or what you've been told you should be.
Exactly.
Right? Instead of
just being yourself.
Yeah.
And not having to wear a mask at all. In any situation, you're just yourself everywhere with everyone, expressing your inner child in public.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And like I use the idea of like role playing and like putting on a different mask based on what's happening.
Yeah.
Because you do shift, you do change, right? Like you do wear a different.
You have many aspects of yourself that can be pulled out for certain situations that you need.
But like the idea for me with the role playing is like it's very like Dionysian, right?
Yeah,
that's
it's fun.
theater. It's like it's supposed to be fun to go and play that role, and then you go somewhere else and play a different role. And it's like it's like people that literally that post that I read you, somebody put something on Craigslist. It was like, hey, I need 3 big Italian guys to like show up to a funeral, like dress sharp, look connected, and then all these dudes decided they were named Tony, and they all said some like silly thing like at like the casket, like, oh, the docs won't be the same without you. Like, oh, don't worry, we'll handle the thing, boss. Like just for fun, it was like got paid $100 and we got cannoli out of it. But like the idea of just like role playing in life, like that's literally what you're doing.
But it's also like just for fun. Like this whole life, this whole experience, like everything that you're doing, it's just for fun. Like that's it.
Yeah, and then it's all fun and games until somebody loses an eye.
That's gonna be the title of this.
Dude, what I think like the big thing that came up with that one was like, holy shit, like the massive bit of that statement is like, look how many wars have been fought like in the name of Christ. Like look how many wars have been fought in the name of this and the name of that. When it's like, you know, every spiritual ascended master, teacher has always been like, hey, like, Loves the answer. Like have some fun.
And they're also practical jokers too. Like they like to like make fun of each other and like make things light and fluffy and not as it's not everything is serious. That's something that they would always tell me when I was channeling is like, this is not a business meeting. Why are you so serious right now? Like we want to talk to you while you're playing. We want to talk to you while you're out in public doing whatever you want to do. Like you don't have to sit down and chat with us at 3 p.m. at this time. Like
Yeah, that's why they always bother you, like, when you're doing, like, something random. Like,
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm trying to be in Shavasana and yoga. They're like, hey, like, we want to talk. They're like, shoot, I'm trying to, like, meditate. Like, nah, you don't need to do that. Like, come talk.
But that you get to a point where everything is a meditative state.
Yeah.
Like me cooking and making the salsa and like all this, like all that was meditative. Like you're in a constant meditative state of transcendence. So they're constantly talking to me all the time. I'm constantly channeling all the time. Just as you, both of us are channeling all the time.
It's the funny thing. It's like, cooking for me, like, prepping thing is so meditative. I'm
So
like,
therapeutic.
don't bother me.
And I was telling you, I was like, I love to prep things. Like, let me chop and cut things up, you know?
Like, let me help you. I'm like, no.
I was
Space.
doing my thing, and you were doing your thing.
No, we
and
figured
we
out
made it together.
how it works together now, because I was so used to, like,
Being
all right,
alone.
everybody just get out of my way. Like, this
No,
is...
I was the same way in the kitchen. I was like,
Nice.
get out. I'm doing my kitchen things. But we can both be chefs. We can both be, you know, you can be the chef, I'll be the sous chef or
Or
whatever.
like you can be the chef and I can be the sous chef one day.
Yeah.
Like we can wear the different masks.
Yeah.
Like based on like pancakes. No, I can't do pancakes.
But I do pancakes.
But
You
it's
know,
funny.
That's my thing.
But it was funny. It was like, I want to make a pancake. Let me give it a shot. And like he was like, why do you make one at a time? Like I'm like, you throw two in this bitch. Like terrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible.
Yeah, it was. It was.
But I was like, all right, like I like your way better. Like you do that.
Yeah.
Like you can cook breakfast.
And it was so good.
It was way better.
Because I took my time and I put in my essence and I loved it.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, I want 2 pancakes right now.
Right. And I'm like, no, you have to wait like, 4 minutes or every 2 minutes I flip and just everything. But
But it was
you can tell when someone puts their love into it. You can tell when someone wants to do something or doesn't want to do something.
Yeah.
The experience changes based on your presence.
yeah. No, and it was the perfect reminder of like, why are you in such a rush to have 2 pancakes?
Right. What's
now?
the rush?
Like, yeah.
We don't
exactly.
even know what time it is.
Yeah.
Like, what is time? Like, we don't even know what day it is.
That was just my efficiency, like part of my brain in the kitchen because like of my past experiences projecting itself onto like your experience of cooking.
Yeah,
right?
and I'm super efficient too. Like, if I'm making like other like dinner or whatever, I'll have like all 4 of the stuff on the stove. They'll all be on. They'll all have something on it. Like, then I'll be timing myself and then chopping something else. Like, that's a dance. Like,
Yeah.
that's so fun. Like, doing a million things at once. Like, cooking a feast.
I figured out the answer to this pancake pan was like one at a time. Just use 2 pans.
Right.
She just needs to use 2 pans.
You're right. To make it go faster.
But it doesn't need to go faster. That's the whole bit. Like that was the whole like lesson in it for me is like, hey, like sometimes like not everything has to be like as efficient as you think it needs to be.
Yeah, I'm
Like
not
you
on.
can't just make 1 pancake at a time.
Right, I'm not on Iron Chef America where I have 20 minutes to make a meal. Like, I don't have that timer on.
Yes, you were.
And so, while I was making the pancake, I was making a fruit salad and taking off each grape off the vine and, cutting the kiwi and having all of it, pitting the cherries by hand instead of using a pitter I didn't have one. But yeah, just that kind of stuff. Takes time.
No,
I
but
could do it faster, but why?
no. That's my point, right? Is like we get reminded of these things in like the funniest ways sometimes when we're.
And that's what I told you.
Hmm?
You were like, oh, why don't you just do like 2 or 3 at a time? And I was like, look, best I can do, one at a time. Best I can do is one at a time. And then you taste it and you're like, oh my god, this is like the best thing ever.
Oh yeah, it tastes way better. And my 2 pancakes at once do the same thing. But again, like you just said, you did it the way that you felt it needed to be done. You didn't give in to my peer pressure. I'm like, look, I just took 2 pancakes at the same time. Like, I'm hungry. I don't want to wait for 1 pancake to share that's this big.
That's true, because I make them cakey and this small and like this thick, but we had fun because we got to like put pecan butter and like put some cinnamon on top, and whoa, that was so good. Like
Yeah.
with each pancake that came out, like we decided to put a different topping on, and that was fun.
Yeah. And we made it a different experience every time. It was just like, I let my, like, the demon inside of me that's hungry, like, was like, this chick is taking too long. Like, it was like, we were like, hey, like, we're right down the street from the place that I had put in the GPS, and like, I really want Peruvian food right now. Let's go to this place.
So we had pulled up exactly to the place that we were gonna go to that you picked. But we had already eaten there before, and I was like, I don't want to eat at the same place twice.
Yeah.
Like, and so we had already pulled up there, and I was like, no, I want Peruvian food. And I looked it up and put it, and you're like, it's 20 minutes away.
I was like, it's 20-25 minutes away. Like,
you were starving, you didn't want to.
And like, I didn't say a word. Because I know.
But I felt how frustrated you were and annoyed you were. You're like, every woman does this. Every girl does this. And I was like, dude.
What I said was, you just did the thing that like every boyfriend hates.
Right.
Of like.
But you were the first one to eat the food and love it, though.
Oh,
You were eating it, you're like, good call.
Well, if I was going to be stubborn and not be open to like a new experience, because I was like, look, I trust you and your like opinion, and like, when you get the need that we need to like go somewhere that wasn't there, I was like, let's do it. But my stomach was mad. Like, I was like, food would be on table in 10 minutes. Like, that was what I was dealing with. It was just like, yeah, we can wait like 45 minutes. And then the food was fantastic. We ended up having a cool experience, and like, there was always something more beautiful on the other end. And it's like,
it is always.
You know, like, I got to try
something new,
different Peruvian food that I'd never had before. Because my experience has always been like ceviche and like seafood.
Right.
So we got to try this cool like quinoa dish and this other like vegan dish, and I forget the name of the like.
The yuca fries.
It was the yuca fries, and then it was also like
the potato cake.
Yeah, but it was like potato salad kind of deal.
Yeah, I don't know what it was called, but
it was good.
I forgot.
You didn't like it, but it was good.
But like, anyway, we had. Like, it's that constant Gemini that wanting something fresh, wanting something new, wanting to keep things, like, exciting, like, just wanting to have, like, never wanting to be a regular somewhere, just always wanting spontaneity and variety and just flavor, and just all of that experience is just all that I want. Like, yeah, I don't want to go to the same yoga class every single time. Like, I want my body and more, like, different type of muscles to be activated. I need different type of stuff. Like, I can't do the same meditation every single time. Like, I pick a different pranayama every single day based on how I'm feeling. And it's just, how do I keep myself in this childlike play? And children do whatever they want to do, whenever they want to do it. And, they specifically want their drink in the blue cup, not the red cup, you know? Just things like that.
Very much like that. I'm like,
yeah.
I need to sit here. Like, I like this cup better than this cup.
Yeah. Just for the fuck of it. We don't even know why. There doesn't have to be a reason why for anything.
Nope.
It just is.
Yeah.
No explanation.
I think that's a good way to end that. Everything just is.
All that is. We are all that is.
Insatiably simple. It is.
It's as complicated as you want it to be. But it is all so simple.
That's what I mean. is of an acronym. Insatiably simple.